started Hello Center. No. Hi friends, it's Amy. Welcome to my bookish life. Today I am starting my Ketchupathon vlog. So let's get to it. It is actually Monday, the day after Ketchupathon started. I completely forgot to come on yesterday and start my vlog at all. Yesterday, Krista and I had a great time doing sprints and kicking off Ketchupathon. I actually bought all the supplies I needed to make a sundae, and I didn't, because I was so into reading I didn't want to stop during any of the sprints. Which is actually, good. Probably. But sometime this week I will, of course, make a sundae because yes, please. So yesterday I was finishing up Someone Else's Star by Jojo Moyes. This is a book club book, and I was able to get my hands on a physical copy, which I'm really glad about, because there were definitely parts where I went back and wanted to look. I really enjoyed it. It is actually a book of the month book, but I didn't get it for book of the month. But I was still finishing it yesterday, so technically this book was finished during the readathon. The main characters are Nisha and Sam. Sam they're both in pretty precarious situations, but they're both really independent and don't want any help. And it really takes a village to kind of drag them out of the funk that both of them are in. It felt kind of like a Hallmark movie on steroids, super implausible, but just heartwarming and wonderful at the same time. So I did really enjoy it. I gave it 4 stars. Really this could go for a lot of prompts. I just, it isn't actually my book of the month book. But then I got to start Catherine Center. The book has a name. Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. And I'm 50 pages in, and I've wanted to hug this book 4 times. We've had some really great banter between the main character Sadie and this guy at a grocery store that I really hope is not the last time we see him. He is a delight. A delight. So I started Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. I'm about 50 pages in. I've wanted to hug this book 4 times. I'm just in love with this book. It's really, really beautiful. Sadie is the main character. She is a portrait artist, and so basically she makes her living against her dad's wishes, drawing portraits of people from pictures through an Etsy shop. And it doesn't really make a whole lot of money, but it's kind of the only income that she has. And then something happens. She needs brain surgery, and the brain surgery causes her to not be able to see faces. Not remember them, not see them. She looks at a face and it just looks like a puzzle piece, which is pretty damaging when you think about how a portrait artist is supposed to draw faces. Right now, at this point, she's just basically trying to figure out how she's even going to live and survive, because her career, her livelihood is completely gone. It's not a light and fluffy topic, but it feels light and fluffy because I just feel like hugging this book so much. And I'm just in love. At one point, she was in the first chapter, she's in the grocery store, and she thinks she's the only one in the grocery store, and I Second That Emotion the song came on, and she started dancing in the grocery store, and I literally was dancing like I started dancing in my head, listening to that song in my head, and finally I just turned the song on my phone and I started dancing. Catherine Center. So today I'm going cherry picking with my aunt up in Door County, and then I have some other errands to do this afternoon, so I don't know when I'm going to be able to read, but later tonight I will read some more and I will check in. So bye for now. Hey, so it is later on Monday and I have not read a lot today. I was leaving to go cherry picking with my aunt when I was on earlier, and I'm going to put some pictures of picking cherries. If you have never had Door County cherry anything, highly recommend. We stopped at this cute little shop in Door County and had Door County cherry soda from Speckler. I can't pronounce it, but it was delicious. It was like delicious Door County cherry soda, so good. So it was just a lot of fun. I had a great time, and then I had some errands to run. My Every Plate box order came, so I was getting ready for that and putting that away and organizing my refrigerator for my dinners. And so I'm gonna be making dinner in just a little bit. It's about 4:30, but I got some really exciting mail that has some really cute popsicle washi tape on it, which is super exciting. This is from Jamie, who is a wonderful supporter of both Krista and I, and last year she made the most adorable little ketchup bookmarks for Ketchupathon, and I'm kind of hoping that that's what this is, but let's see. Hey Amy, surprise! In honor of the next round of Ketchupathon, I put together some themed bookmarks and wanted to share. Enjoy, Jamie. Jamie, you're the sweetest. Let's see. Oh my god! Look at this! I love this, Jamie. It's so cute. I love it some more. So cute. Jamie, I love it. Oh, Jamie. I love it. Love it so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to actually get some reading done now. I've read about 10 pages of reading. That's it. Since I did, however, last night, actually, I finished a middle grade arc that I had, Once in a Blue Moon by Sharon D. Flake, and I really enjoyed it. It was kind of an intense and a little bit scary, anxiety-filled adventure, but I really liked it. It was novel in verse. So last night I finished that. And yeah, so I haven't really done a lot of reading today. I had about 5 minutes and read about 10 pages at an appointment. So I'm going to make some supper, read some books, and I'm going to build a sundae for dessert because Ketchupathon. Good morning. It is Tuesday. I realized last night that I didn't actually share some of the cool things I got at the cherry store, and I'm kind of excited about them. So yesterday when I came on, all I did was show you the cutest bookmarks that Jamie sent. They're adorable. I didn't have a lot of time to read yesterday. Like I said, I went cherry picking with my aunt, and we picked for about I don't know, 2 hours. We got 4 buckets worth of cherries. Then I also got this Door County Cherry lotion. Oh man. That's the stuff. I hate that when you want to smell it as soon as you open it and you don't. Man. Ugh. You know, cherry scent is not for everybody, but man, it is for me. So I got some hand cream because I wanted to. Just the small container. So, and then I got dark chocolate covered dried cherries. They got a little warm in the car when we went to lunch, so you can tell a little bit on the bottom. Note to self: open the dried cherries before you put the cherry lotion on. Oh, look it. Forgot I had my little scissors cut. They're gonna stick together a little bit. Mm. Mm. Highly recommend. And then finally, I had my Sunday and I got some reading in. So I only read about 70 pages last night, which is definitely less than what my goal would be, which makes me sad because it was the first day of Ketchupathon. It is what it is. I have a lot of time to read today, and I have book club tonight, which I'm pretty excited to go to because we're talking about someone else's shoes. So excited for that. I also downloaded the audio of The Family Game by Catherine Steadman so that I can listen to this on my way there. We'll see what happens. I may or may not change what I'm listening to before then. So anyway, like I said, I read about 70 pages, maybe closer to 60. I'm on chapter 11 of Hello Stranger. Okay, so last week I posted on Instagram about happiness for beginners, and there was a tragedy in Happiness for Beginners that there are definitely some people watching that might need spoilers for. So keep that in mind. But there's a tragedy that happens, and I mentioned that there was a tragedy that happened that I had a hard time getting over. And then I wrote, "You know what you did." Catherine Center. I was like, wow, that's really cheeky of me, but I didn't, change it. And she wrote back, "I do, but hopefully I redeem myself in the new book." So far, so good. I have cried at least twice. Just like, not like big cries, but just like cries. I've gotten mad at a character that you're supposed to get mad at, so that I'm not like holding that against the book at all. I have definitely felt the towards one character. I've gotten a little annoyed with the main character, but I think it's just because I'm annoyed with a natural reaction that she's having to a situation. Pretty cryptic, but I don't want her to act in the normal way. Like, I want her to not be acting in the normal way. I don't know. It's weird. I just need to get over it, is the thing. Like, she's acting in a completely reasonable manner for somebody in her situation. And I totally get it. So, the character of Sadie is wonderful. Like, I'm so thrilled with this character that we're meeting and what she's going through and how she's trying to deal with it and cope with it, and in a safe and like responsible way that works for her, in terms of, you know, being a portrait artist and losing all ability to see faces. It's definitely a situation that would be difficult. Like, that would be me trying to teach reading and suddenly not being able to read. Like, I just freaked myself out a little bit. I don't want to joke about that. Definitely still loving this. I just did not have a lot of time to read yesterday. So I'm going to sit down now, and I'm going to read some. At some point I need to do laundry today. And I need to get some straightening done. At one point I need to get to these shelves, but I don't know that that's going to happen this week. So we'll see. That's my update for this morning. I will check back in tomorrow, today. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm back. So yesterday's every plate meal was a BLT salad with crispy chicken. It was pretty good. I think that I would have personalized it myself. Like, it's not something that I would get from every plate again, just because I can easily get all of that stuff and make it in those portions fairly easily. However, it was really tasty. I would totally make it again. Yesterday, when I stopped at Goodwill, and my book club is like right next door, I found Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. This, I've heard, is not really like his other books, that it's a little bit different, but I don't know. It just felt like a book that I wanted to have on my shelves, and I definitely wanted to read. And as I was flipping through it, I saw like some mixed media like type stuff. I feel like it has something to do with a failed bank robber bursts in and takes a group of strangers hostage. And they're all really anxious about it. I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to be able to relate to these people as, you know, somebody who is me and anxious. And then this one just looked so intriguing. And one of the blurbs is the most hilarious book I ever read, which I just thought was pretty cool. I've had a lot of luck with books that have the word list in the title. So this is The List That Changed My Life by Olivia Byrne. It says, Georgia loves wine, reality TV, and sitting on the sofa after work. She does not love heights, looking at her bank account, going on dates, or activities that involve a sports bra, and she never will. And she will never, ever take a risk. That is until her braver, bolder big sister finds out that she won't be able to tick off the things she wanted to do before turning 30 and turns to Georgia to help her finish the list. With the birthday just months away, Georgia suddenly has a deadline to learn to grab life with both hands. Could she be brave enough to take the leap for her sister? And how might her own life change if she did? I mean, it sounds so intriguing, and as somebody who, as I said, is anxious and kind of afraid of a lot of things, being able to read books that have like brave characters almost like gives me that push that I need to do something a little bit braver than is my norm, if that makes sense. It just sounded so intriguing. I've never heard of it before. And then one of the ladies at book club brought in some books, as I was saying, brought in some books that she was finished with and wanted to know if anybody wanted to read them. And I grabbed The Lake House by Kate Morton. I have seen this everywhere. Kate Morton is an author that I'm very much intrigued by, and just being able to have a chance to read it and then pass it on, I just seemed like a good idea. Then I got some book mail from Double Booked Co. They have their anniversary this year. They have an anniversary every year. This month is their 2-year anniversary. And I feel like now at this point, it's just kind of tradition that I get some double booked bookmarks during their anniversary month. Look at these flamingos. Adorable. Just love how they always send a note. I pretend that they only send me notes. Thank you for your continued support and love of our small business. We appreciate you more than you know. We hope you're staying cool this summer and reading something fantastic. Happy reading, Danny and Laura. And they sent these 2 mini bookmarks. So cute. Oh, this is the anniversary special. It has some stars and moons. I have an old colleague that was absolutely obsessed. I see her every once in a while. I might just gift her this bookmark because she would love it. But it's the moon and then the stages of the moon. She would go crazy over that. And then we have some stars. All that gold foiling in there. All right, and so then the 3 that I got, this is the one that I forgot to mark that I wanted a tassel, and that's okay. I have the jungle animals. I just love these. They're so cute and so adorable. Love them. And then gnomes, because I love a good gnome. Look at how cute they are. They're so adorable. And some beach balls. Wanted something nice and summery. So, and it's just got a wave pattern on the back, but I really liked this bookmark. So, yay! Happy anniversary, Danny and Laura. Double Booked Co. Is doing a lot of fun things over there. So in terms of reading, again, last night I did not get a ton of, yesterday I did not get a ton of reading in, and I'm like heartbroken. I did listen to a book on my way to book club. It's a little bit of a hike for me to get there. It's about like 35 minutes. So I got a good hour's worth of listening in, and I was listening to, yesterday I said I downloaded something else, but I was listening to The Getaway Girls by Dee McDonald. Is that her name? I don't remember, but it is the group read for the BookTube Besties reading retreat next week. And so I absolutely forgot that I wanted to read it when I did my TBR, but I absolutely still wanted to get to it. So I have it on my Kindle, but the audio was available for like $2 on Audible because I had it on my Kindle. So I decided to listen to that yesterday, and then like I can follow along with it if I want to, because I also have it on my Kindle. So this one gives me Golden Girl vibes, which I absolutely love. We have 3 older-ish women, and they just want to kind of spice up their lives. One of them decides to buy an RV and travel down from England to Italy. And so then the other 2 just kind of are like, oh, that'd be so fun. I want to do that too. And so then she kind of invites them along, and it's so fun. It's so far, it's really fun. I'm only about 30% in, but I'm enjoying it. It's really cute, and just, it's just cute. One thing that I did notice though, when I looked up the book, as I was reading it, the one character kept on talking about this trip that she took, this trip where she disappeared for like a year, and characters keep on bringing it up and saying things to her, and I was like, this just feels like there should have been a book about this, Have you ever had that feeling? And I looked at the author's backlist, and lo and behold, there is a book that comes before The Getaway Girls, but nowhere anywhere does it say that, but it is the same character, and it talks about this trip that keeps on coming up in The Getaway Girls, called Runaway Wife, I think it's called. And I was like, why do publishers do that? Like, why? Just say that there's multiple. Like, I don't understand. Like, why would you want to hide the fact that there are multiple books in this universe? It is not at all affecting my understanding of the book. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but it would have been nice to know. So, and of course I have book club, and my sweet treat yesterday, I actually had a book club. I had, because it's cupcakes and chapters, so it's at a cupcake shop, one of the most adorable little cupcake shops ever. Owner gives us treats, and I bought myself a fishbowl drink. It's got boba, like the popping flavor bubbles, whatever, had that in it. It was super tasty. There's a picture of it up on the screen. It was really good. I didn't get it last time, and I was kind of mad at myself for that, so I decided to splurge on that. She puts out drinks as well. She puts out drinks and cupcakes. It's so fun. It's so cool. It's so worth a 35-minute drive to get there. Plus, there's a lot of nice people there. I love it. So anyway, it was a good day. I just, again, didn't get as much reading in as I would like to get in. I have about 100, I think I have less than 100 pages left in Hello Stranger, and I'm loving it more and more every time I read it. Like, I just love it. I still think The Bodyguard is going to come out as my top favorite Catherine Center at this point, followed by, I don't know if What You Wish For, this one is going to take the second spot. I do think that I'm heading towards 5 stars with it. There's so much I love about this, and that you can tell how much research Catherine Center has done in order to be authentic in her writing, and I just love it. I love these characters, and I love how it's all coming together and turning out, and so I don't know if it's me not wanting the book to end, because that really might be part of it. Also, I'm kind of excited because Krista and I are doing pop-up sprints tonight, so that's going to be really fun. But you won't know about that. Like, they'll already be done by the time you see this, but anyway. I'm really excited about that. So, I'm excited to get some really good reading in tonight. I do have one appointment this afternoon, and then I'm going to have lots of time to read. So, I'm excited. Okay, so it's not that much later than the last time you saw me, but I got some books in the mail. So I wanted to share one of these. I was in a book swap, and so I don't actually know what it is. I cut the tops off so they're open, but I haven't opened them yet, you know what I'm saying? So 2 of these I know what they are, and one of them I don't. The 2 that I know about are middle grade, so I think I'm gonna assume they're these 2. And this is the one I don't know, but I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I knew about this one. Okay. So this is Please Return to the Lands of Luxury by John Tilton. I can't remember who it was that was talking about this book. I put it on my wish list like right away, and then it was on sale, and so I used some gift cards to purchase it, and I'm really excited about it. It's about Jane, who lives on an island of trash, and she scavenges garbage, and she deals with robots all the time. So it's very sci-fi-y. I feel like it was brought up during middle grade March because sci-fi was one of the prompts for it, but I'm really excited for this one. It looks so cute. Yeah, I knew about this one too. Okay. And this one is The Sky at Our Feet by Nadia Hashimi. This book is about a young boy who realizes that his mom is living illegally in the United States. So he was born in the United States, but he finds it hard to feel American because he's terrified that his mom is going to be deported at every turn. Krista actually had it on her wish list, and I bought it for Krista for her birthday, and then I bought myself a copy. Because I couldn't just, buy a gift for somebody. I had to buy it for myself as well. Okay. And then this is one I don't know. There's an author on Instagram. Can I think of her name? No. I will put her Instagram handle down in the description. But she was doing a book swap, and so she asked, who wants to do it? Who wants to join? And I just think it's so much fun to spend my money on someone else, and then somebody else is spending. I just think that's fun. I love it. And also it gives you more people to interact with and socialize with. And I just think it's a really cool thing. So I signed up. I sent a book out to somebody right away, and somebody sent a book out to me. I'm so excited about this. Oh my gosh. There should be a note because I don't know who it's from. Enjoy your new book from @little.bookflower. Nice. Look at this cover. It is so gorgeous. And it's Simone St. James. This is actually one of our older ones. It's from 2014. But this is in the new edition of it, I think. So in 1919, Kitty Weeks, pretty resourceful and on the run, falsifies her background to attain a nursing position at Portis House, a remote, once magnificent estate turned hospital for soldiers left shell-shocked by the horrors of the Great War. Hiding the shame of their mental instability, the patients suffer from nervous attacks and tormenting dreams. But something more is going on in Portis House. Its plaster is crumbling, its plumbing makes eerie noises, and strange breaths of cold air waft through the empty rooms. And why do the parents share the same nightmare, one so horrific that they dare not speak of it? Kitty finds a dangerous ally in Jack Yates, an inmate who might be a war hero, a madman, or maybe both. But even as Kitty and Jack create a secret, intimate alliance to uncover the truth, disturbing revelations suggest the presence of powerful spectral forces. And when a medical catastrophe leaves them even more isolated, they must battle the menace on their own, caught in the heart of a mystery that could destroy them both. I love Simone St. James. I read 3 of her books. I have given all 3 5 stars. Yeah, I am so down. I'm so excited. Thank you so much at Little.Bookflower. I will obviously be posting a picture of this also on Instagram. This is so cool. And it's so beautiful. And it's Simone St. James. I'm so excited. That's it. I just wanted to share these 3 new books that I got in this vlog. So I don't have a ton to update you with today. I had a headache all day. I did make my last Every Plate meal for the week. It was quite tasty. It was pasta and zucchini dish that I really enjoyed, so that was really fun. Last night during sprints I finished Hello Stranger and I loved it. I loved it. I cried, I laughed, I'm not saying that this isn't predictable because it really is, okay? But it is everything that I love about a Catherine Center book. The characters are on point. The villains are villains. The trueness of emotions, I I really loved it. Honestly, it was so great. And then after that, I read some of Stellar Loon because I didn't want to go on to a new book of the month book yet. I'm going to start The Last Word by Taylor Adams with my cute little gnome bookmark. This is the one I'm going to start today. And I'm really excited about it. Tomorrow, I'm going to be leaving to dog sit for a friend. So I'm going to be filming from her house. I'm excited for this one. I just think it's going to be good. And I've heard really great things from a lot of people, and different people who would, normally have differing opinions on this kind of thing. So I'm excited to dig into this one. I think it's going to be really good. If it reads like No Exit, it's not going to take me too long, and hopefully and it's different enough from this that I'm not going to be too slumpy about it. That's the goal. I kind of started reading romantic comedy by Curtis Sittenfeld, and it was making me smile, but I was like, this is going to be too close to Hello Center. Too close to Hello Stranger. So I'm going to take a break from the romantic comedy. I'm going to go read the thriller. This is going to be the nuts on my Sunday, because it hopefully will drive me a little bit batty. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So that's just my really quick update for today. I did listen some more to The Getaway Girls, and I'm still really enjoying that. So not a whole lot to report. Not really a great update, but it is what it is. Sprinting last night was really fun. I think I sprinted. I think I was still online at 11 o'clock last night, which was 11 o'clock my time, which is pretty awesome that I was still able to chat with some people, and it was just a very nice night. All right, happy Friday. So I have been working on The Last Word by Taylor Adams. You'll notice this is not anything like where I usually film, because this is my friend's house and I am house sitting and dog sitting. And it is not lost on me that I am reading a book about a girl who is being tortured as she psychologically tortured as she is house sitting. This might have been a bad choice. However, it's reading very quickly, and I would have to say that I'm enjoying it. Yeah, so I am reading this. I keep on getting distracted by other books, you guys. I have been reading Stellar Loon. I've been reading The Getaway Girls, and I also started an arc of Begin Again by Emma Lord, because somebody was reading that on some sprints that I was watching, and it gave me FOMO that I was not at that current time reading Begin Again, and I had it in my possession. So, do I need to get going on my book of the month books? Yes. Did I get a decent amount of reading done today? Yes. Am I done reading today? No, I'm not. I'm going to be reading some more when I am done giving you this update. So, you know what? I'm not mad at myself. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. So, I'm going to sit down on the couch, see if any of the dogs want to snuggle with me, because they've been a little bit unsnuggly so far, and I'm gonna read some more.
So again, I'm really getting into this and I really am enjoying it. So I don't really have anything else to say.
All right, so it is Saturday. I finished this. I read so much today. Krista and I did sprints on her channel. When sprints started, I was on page 180. So I want to say I read like 50 pages before sprints. So I was on page 180 and I finished it. Got to page 335. Oh my gosh. This was so intense. Ugh. Wow. It was crazy. I really liked this. I think I'm settling on 4 stars. There's one thing that kind of bugged me about it. And I don't really know if it's just something that I need to just get over, but I dog sit like all the time, okay? And I have conversations with these dogs and they answer me back, like in my head. You know, like I have the conversations. I get that. Like I get that scenario. And the main character, Emma, has a dog that she has conversations with, and the dog responds, okay? But instead of like showing how the dog responds, like, you know, a dog actually does respond, we actually get the dialogue in quotation marks, and I just think that's weird. Like, I don't like that. I think it's weird. I didn't like that. It took me out of the story, and every time it was just like maybe talk about how his ears like flop down and his head tilts as if he's saying, and then do it. Like, I don't know that there's a better way to do it. I just feel like it took me out of the story, and I didn't like that. I liked it. I really did. There were twists that I didn't see coming. There were twists that I saw coming. There's so much happening, and there's so many red herrings, and it was all over the place. It's just like it builds and builds and builds and builds, you know, like plot is supposed to do, and then it just like crashes, and then it's like nothing for a while, and then it builds and builds and builds and builds and builds, and then it's like nothing, and then it builds, and then it's nothing, and then like it's just like this, you know, totally what plot is supposed to do. I'm not criticizing that at all. What I actually appreciated is that it, you know, kind of made it so that my heart wasn't racing the entire time I was reading the book. You know, Taylor Adams gave us some, you know, downtime to regroup ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I really liked it a lot, but it was, yeah, I think 4 stars is where I am going to land on this one. That is the end of week 1. I finished 2 books for Ketchupathon: Hello Stranger and The Last Word. And honestly, I'm going to say that it was a pretty successful week. I didn't get as much read as I wanted to, but I got a lot read, and I enjoyed what I read. And so, you know what? I'm going to call it a win. So that's all I have for you for today. I hope you liked the little bits and glimpses into my life. I had fun getting the pictures. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to I don't know if it's going to work well, but I have a lot of pictures. I hope that it turns out. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to hear more from me, I would love it if you subscribe. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read. And until next time, happy reading. Bye.